Good afternoon. It's Takesha with Amazing Creations, and I am doing a Bible study. Trying to motivate someone, motivate myself to have a better understanding of God, His will, and what He wants to do here while we are on life. I've been having some trials and tribulations that just brought me back to reading the Word and just trying to understand Him more. So I'm just thankful to be here, and I want to share. So I'm going to share. I'm going to do a little motivating first, though, before I get into Genesis 7. This is First Chronicles 22 and 19. Now devote your heart and soul to seeking the Lord, your God. So this trip, I got to give it all to God. It ain't no going back. It ain't no backsliding. It's feeding my soul, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to. Okay, Miss Newton. Oh, thankful to see you too, sis. Thankful to see you too, man. God has been doing some things, stirring up some good things in my life. So I want to share a little, share a little bit of His word and keep my word to God. So I'm on here, but First Chronicles 22 and 19. Now devote your heart and soul to seeking the Lord your God, meaning no backsliding for Takesha. Keeping my mind set on Him, meaning if I gotta read in the morning and read at night before I go to bed, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. If I have to pray in between the day, if the enemy tries things between my family or at work or in school, I'm just gonna have to keep pushing no matter what. It can't get no worse than what it's already gotten. I don't want to go back into the world and be tied up and be blinded. So I gotta keep my eyes open. So I'm here. A little prayer before I get started. Lord, do I pursue you as I should? I have hobbies. I have had hobbies take over my life. Do I give you the same attention? I spend countless hours pursuing bookstores and immersing myself into the riches of the written word. When was the last time I gave my spiritual quest the same amount of energy? Now is that time that I'm going to give myself that amount of energy to you, God, because I have been putting so much into the world, into my anger, into my problems, into my kids, So I just say that as long as I keep Him first, everything else, as your heart desires, He's going to give us. I just got to seek Him more. So I realize I have become lax in my pursuit of you, too lax, Lord. You and my faith should occupy my mind more than my part-time interests, because the things that do interest us in the world is part-time. It's not internal. We can't take it with us. So there's no need to worship it, worship Him. Infuse my soul with the desire to pursue you wholly, completely. I want to know everything about you. I hunger for your word. I devote my soul to seeking you and your will for my life. Lord, if it wasn't for me, I'm trying to get there, God. I'm trying to get the healing you need me to have. I'm trying to get there. Lord knows. It's just like, the enemy, I'm a rebuke and bind it. The spirits of the world have been attacking in my family. Oh, what scripture is that? Look at me. I'm so calm down, Takesha. That was, I'm going to write it on here for you. Hey, am I writing anything? Oh, yep. I got you, boo. A question mark. Help, Lord. I'll get there. 22 and 19. First Chronicles 22 and 19. And I'm writing, but it wasn't coming up, so I had to rewrite it. But the enemy has just been so busy. And not the enemy, the spirits that he put into, yeah, it's him. Ain't nobody but him, but I rebuke and bind him, because God love over. Yep. Well, you did it faster than I did. Come on, Jesus, help me. But yes. He's been busy within my family, within my children. Even like I just went back to work. I work with the mentally disabled generation, beautiful generation, younger adults. I used to do it back in Salisbury, but while I'm back in school for my associate's degree, I wanted to do something to keep, yeah, he is greater, to keep my mind busy and making some money. You know, Crystal's going to college. So there's a lot going on. But I say that to say this: the enemy has been so busy, I have no other choice but to read a word in order to keep my mind at a peaceful level, to keep my spirit feeling positive, you know. So I'm just trying to fight for my family, because most of my family is of the world. Like I mean, I know they love God, but nobody is really like practicing. So I think if I do this and I make it a ritual, like regardless of what my daughter's doing now or what my sons are doing now, eventually they'll remember this. And if I'm not here, they'll go trying to stop it. And he knows where the Lord is taking you. Yep. So I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing no matter how tired I am. Because in the mornings I'll be busy too. Like y'all getting up, getting dressed. I got stuff to do too. But it's just like I gotta find the time to put him first. Just like the scripture I just read, the First Chronicles 22:19. So I've been reading in Genesis. Slow down, Takesha. I've been reading in Genesis, and I got to chapter 7 is where I'm gonna start today. And it's basically talking about how the flood covers the earth. Finally, the day came. The Lord said to Noah, "Go into the boat with all your family, for among all the people of the earth, I consider you alone to be righteousness." Okay. Take along 7 pairs of each animal that I have approved for eating and for sacrifice, and take 1 pair of each of the others. Then select 7 pairs of every kind of bird. Look how precise God was, mind you, because I did read from Genesis 1 to 7. So I brought back every serious story from Adam and Eve eating from the fruit, from the kids that they have, from how he built people in the generations, and saw how he was looking at, you know, his human people he made, and he was disgusted and he wanted to wipe us clean. So we're here now. He's talking to Noah, and yes, yep. So you know where I'm at. So with that being said, God was so precise in telling Noah how to build that boat, how many layers to have, how many animals to bring. So he just as precise as he is in things that happen in our life, he is that same God. Yes, he is. There must be a male and female in each pair to ensure that every kind of living creature will survive, because he know he's going to repopulate again. The population he made with Adam and Eve, they should have, you know, encouraged that man to bite that apple. He just saw like the human race just not doing right. So he wanted to wipe it clean. They were after mortal flesh. They was picking any woman that they wanted to pick. God was like, this is filthy. So back to Noah. Okay. So there must be a male and female in each pair to ensure that every kind of living creature will survive the flood. God about to repopulate. All right. 1 week from today, I will begin 40 days and 40 nights of rain, and I will wipe from the earth all the living things I have created. So Noah did exactly as the Lord had commanded him to. He was 600 years old. Good night, Almighty. Do you know? Okay, by the time Noah was 500, Noah had 3 sons. At 500, Seth, Ham, and I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Japheth, whatever his name is. But I'm just saying, our God was so powerful that he allowed his people back then to live in the hundreds. In the hundreds. This is the same God we serve today, okay? He was 600 years old when the flood came. And he went aboard. Did them names do trip you up? I still be reading. And he went aboard to the boat to escape. He and his wife and his sons and their wives. With them, there were all various kinds of animals, those approved for eating and sacrifice, and those that were not, along with all the birds and all the other small animals. They came into the boat in pairs, males and females, just as God commanded Noah. 1 week later, the flood came and covered the earth and wiped them all out. When Noah was 600 years old, on the seventh day in the second month, the underground waters burst forth on the earth, the underground waters, and the rain fell in mighty torrent from the sky. The rain continued for all of 40 days and 40 nights, just as God said. But Noah had gone into the boat that very day with his wife and his sons, Seth, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. With them in the boat were pairs of every kind of breathing animal, domestic, wild, large, small, along with the birds and flying insects of every kind. Wow. So they took the flies, they took the bees, they took the birds. Jesus. And just imagine how Noah was trying to keep all of that together to get it in there. With them, with them in the boat were pairs of every kind of, I said breathing animal, domestic, wild, large, small, flying insects of every kind, every single thing. Two of every kind, specifically that, Jesus. 2 by 2, they came into the boat, male and female, just as God commanded. Then the Lord shut them in. For 40 days, the flood prevailed, covering the ground and lifting the boat high above the earth. As the waters rose higher and higher above the ground, the boat floated safely on surface. Finally, the water covered even the highest mountain on the earth. That was a lot of water. That was a big flood. Good night. Standing more than 22 feet above the highest peaks. All living things on the earth died because God was disgusted. He was disgusted with the human race. And it said that, that he had to do that. Standing more than 22 feet above the highest peaks. All living things on the earth died, birds, domestic animals, wild animals, all kinds of small animals, and all the people. Everything died that breathed and lived on dry land. That's our God. The same God then is the same God today. All right. Every living thing on the earth was wiped out. People, animals, both large and small, and birds. They were all destroyed, and only Noah was left alive, along with those who were with him on the boat, and the water covered the earth for 150 days. And I'm guessing after that, I read that to say this. God was so specific in his direction to Noah. We get nagged by flies until we kill them. Could we imagine them for 40 days and can't kill them? You're right. I never thought about that because he had to be with them for 40 days and 40 nights. But after he flooded out everything, Noah had all the ammunition to repopulate God's creation, his human population again. But I just wanted to read that to pinpoint something I got out of the main reason was how specific he was in his directions to Noah to replenish. Thank you. Yes, to replenish the earth. Noah had the power. God already knew what he was going to do, and he knew he was going to clean it, but he also was specific in his direction. And that's another thing that catches my attention in Genesis 7. Everything that God said came forth. And that's just as if today. So as we go along and reading the Bibles and the scriptures and the stories that we read, this is the real world. This is the real word. Girl, listen. Like God is just so real in his direction that he gives us, even in our own lives. And sometimes when we're feeling like we don't know, it's always good to go back to this book because his words are real, and what he say is what comes forth. And like I said, with that being said, if God is coming back and he's going to clean up this earth again, then so shall be it. But in the process, while we here, if we got breath and God is giving you a vision, different, specific directions on to do things in your life, which he does in this book, even if he give you a vision in your mind, in your dream, if you feel as though that's something that's coming from God, I think we really need to follow his word. Girl, listen, I'm just saying, like, I be needing a little help with it sometimes. Sometimes I have to like read these scriptures over and over to get a better understanding. But I'm supposed to be on here at 8 o'clock. Just started a new job today. I don't know these people in North Carolina. I go into the building positive. How are you? I'm finding you. Blessed just like you are, you know. Hey, king. Hey, queen. Speaking to everybody. The first day I came in there, it was a lot of computer work, right? I don't know these people, but I'm trying to get back out there from, you know, everything that's been going on. I need to be around people instead of sitting in the house and, you know, funding around here. I need to get back out there. So the enemy is just so busy. So it was something that happened. Very hot, so hot. Like I don't even like to go out. I keep my air on, working home. And when school start up next month, it's gonna be work, home, and school. I went into the job and it was one other girl in training with me, and we doing ProAct training. This is training to help us train to be better caregivers for people with mental disabilities. It teaches us how to care for them. It teaches us how to handle them if they're having a behavior and certain things like that, right? So this girl had her nails done and they were short. So she had said something to the lady like, oh, is these short enough, or do I have to cut these down? And I had already just said, like, you know, I'm an instructor. These are my nails. Like, I'm not cutting my nails down. Like, this is, you know, this is what it is. Like, so she said it in front of the lady. Not right now. I'm about to pause it. Hey, my beautiful baby. What's going on, Tanking Butt? You okay?
Hey,
I'm on YouTube doing my Bible study. Say hi, Crystal.
hi.
She said hi, y'all. I said I'm not answering it. Then when I got up, I seen you. But you safe though?
Yes, I am. I was going to tell you that I'm not done, and then I'll be over.
Okay, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
Okay.
Have a good Bible.
Okay, be safe coming home. Bye-bye. My daughter talking about she on her way from her friends. But basically the girl was saying something about her nails being short, and I guess she wanted for the supervisor to say, hey, yours a little too long, you needed to cut them. But the lady didn't say that to me. So when I walked out, she was like, hey, I got a house for you. I already know where I want you to be. I think you'll be great here. Did you see the young guy? I was like, yeah. She was like, that'll be your house manager. I'm like, okay, cool. So he seen me the first day I came and did my app. So he was like, hey, girl, come here for a minute. And he was like, hey, you know that I'm going to be working with you. I said, yes, that's cool. I can't wait to, you know, come or whatever. And he's like, let me see your nails. Oh, they're pretty. You did these? And I was like, yeah, I do my own. And then he was like, somebody was saying something about you said you weren't cutting your nails. And I was like, I wasn't even worried about it. You know, he was like, I wasn't even worried about it or anything. I was like, I work fine with my nails. You know, I'm not bathing nobody or nothing like that. So what's the big deal? I cook, I can put gloves on. But he was like, no, it's okay. I'm not worried about it. But I guess the other girl was like worried about me, and I didn't even know her. So I just was like, God, it's only the second day and this is what they do here. So I'm like, I know it's going to be some trials. Yeah, trials and tribulations. But I said, I'm not going to let it stop me. I said, I'm going to keep praying for me and coming to work and keep reading my word and just keep doing the right thing. But I'm just, like I said, God is so specific. And what he was telling Noah, what he wanted to do for the earth, far as replenishing it again, and you know, telling him bring two of everything. And like you said, we be trying to kill flies and kill nets, but Noah had to sacrifice and be in this boat with everything for 40 days and 40 nights. So you could just imagine, what they were going through on that boat as well. But God is just that specific. If we ask for certain things, I know that he'll give to us too. I've been learning how to manifest. At first, I never really have been into it, but ever since this happened, I've been trying to write more and read more, and try to like, you shall cleanse her with love. I am. Yep. Pray. Keep right on praying for her. Help her if I see her at work, because God already had it written for me that it was it for me to help people and to care for them. Like I've been doing it all my life. I've been a mom since 14, really. I wasn't a smart mom. I had help with my parents, but as I grew older, like it's like second nature to me. And they grown and I'm still doing, when them kids grow up. Yep. I know, man. I know. I might need to write it down because I don't want to miss nothing. Look at you picking. She said, I can't wait for that testimony, girl. I might be crying. I know I am. Because y'all not going to believe the stuff that I overcame. But when it do come, I'm going to definitely share it right here. I sure will. And whenever you get a chance, my goal is, if God give me the willpower, I try to do it every night at 8. But you see, tonight I got on a little after 9. I wanted to do like at least 15 minutes. Not really worrying about like the views and money and all of that. At first, when I first started, that was one of my, I can make money. Let me get on here. But now it means a little bit more to me than that. I know my kids are older and they don't always want to hear me read the Bible to them and stuff like that. And with the camera, I get to see myself and I get to go back and I get to see what I said to y'all and see what it make me feel like. So it's kind of cool to see yourself, I wish you do. I told you to go ahead and call me. I wish you do, Miss Newton. Call me, man. Or text me. Hit me on, how we talked the last time. Text me. But I did want to share tonight. I wanted to keep my word to God and myself. And if you on here, check me out. But please let me know, because I already know God is blessing you. Man, you got kids by itself are an ultimate blessing, because you don't know who they're going to be when they grow up, what they're going to bring. Okay, I have Bible study on Thursday at 7:30, but I will watch. Okay, cool. Okay, that's cool. So on Thursdays, I'll make sure that I make sure. Yeah, but like I said, you got so many blessings right there in that house. God already picked out his mate for you forever till death do your part. You know what I mean? You got somebody to go through when things get hard. You got them kids, man, they're going to come back and bring you so many blessings. And it ain't even about materialistic. Just, when they grow up and you see them, all your hard work pay off, them graduating from school, keeping a job, buying a car, doing for their self. It's just a blessing all in itself. And then when the grandkids come, girl, your heart is just going to flutter. Them grandkids, they're just so beautiful. They're having game night right now, second night in a row. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. They're gonna remember all of these. They're gonna be able to look back on the videos and that's one thing I can't say about technology, because you never know how long we're going to be here. And to be able to build that with your family and for y'all to grow up together and sit back and see it, it's going to be something they'll be able to share with their kids. And they're going to remember how they were raised. So, girl, you triple blessing over blessing. So you just take it and you just enjoy them game nights with them babies, honey. Yeah, you enjoy that, honey. I wish I did have all my kids in the house together, especially now while they all grown. I bet you that would be cool conversations and everything. But they all grown, making their own little families, and I got 2 left in here, so enjoy it all. When they get older, that's when it really gets fun. I mean, it's fun now, but it's just gonna be fun to sit back and look at it. So, you can hit me anytime. And I'm gonna hit you too. I'm gonna just, even if I gotta send you a text. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I love the love. I love you so much, Miss Newton and Mr. Newtons, the little Newtons, because they are you. So I can't say, I'm sending love to you and not your whole family. I'm glad that y'all blessed. Continue to stay blessed and continue to be the great mom that you are, man. Keep keep them on the right path, keep them out of the worldly way, and keep speaking God in that house, playing that music, taking them to church. Do what you do. Yes. Yep. He got you. He got y'all. Trust me. He already got it written specifically, just like he had for Noah. So I'm just waiting to see. The big family, big noise, honey. Love, and I will be on here tomorrow. I'll be on here tomorrow, baby. And that was Genesis 7. It'll be Genesis 8 tomorrow. Bye. Good night, sweetheart.